Alright guys, welcome back. Half Fast 719 Project something. I want to call it Crunk. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So, if you guys notice a little bit, got a little bit of a front end's a little lower. So what we got, what I've done did, still got that front cover off. Decided while I'm still down and dirty, let's get this thing a little bit lower, get this pinion angle correct. If you look at that, that's gonna be a lot better, at least 1,000,000 times better. So what they had was, I was gonna say let me get to the shade, but there is no shade. Let me lay down here. So, if you see those wedges underneath the bottom from the axle perches, I guess? I don't know what you'd call them. The things that are welded to the axle. Those little wedges right there were turned around the other way. So, which caused the pinioning to go all crazy. And I ended up taking 2 leaf springs out. So, also tightened up all these crossover bars, crossover tubes, pitman arm, whatever, the track bar, panhard bar, whatever you want to call it. That bracket right there, oh man, these birds. So that bracket right there should only go on one way. However, the ding-dongs had it on so that heim joint right up and in there, that heim joint was all bound up pretty bad. So I'm going to put it on the right way. Big old U-bolts. So U-bolt wraps around the bottom of that right there. So I'm going to go put it all back together. It wasn't really too bad. I had one nut that was pretty bad. So if you ever have stuff that you can't clean to get these nuts off, and you can get one nut off, tighten the hard nut, clean the threads, because the U-bolt will kind of want to pull, you know, like this, boop, and then it'll expose some clean threads or the dirty threads, and then clean the threads really good, and then it should pretty much zip right out. So the front drive shaft did fall out, did disconnect, but I got to take it off anyway. Yeah, and then just a pry bar to set the little pins. They're basically bolts that go on the perch, axle perch, and they go through the leaf springs, and then there's a nut on the top. So, yeah, and then what I'll do, what my kid can do, shaking like crazy, either we can remove, I don't really want to remove any leaf springs in the rear. Get you guys back in there. As much as I would rather just try to find some smaller blocks. Maybe, I don't know, we'll do some measurements, but maybe 2 inches smaller. Those are probably like 6.5 inch blocks back there. And yeah, probably just do 4-inch blocks. Once I get this all bolted up and settled down, maybe roll it back and forth, bounce it a couple times, but anyway, so it is one dirty truck, man. So, but you can definitely tell it's lower. It's probably a good 1.5 inches lower in the front. It's hard to tell, but I don't know if you guys remember, but the top of this was probably to the center. From this bend to that bend, the top of this was to the center. And as you can see, well, maybe it was down to here, but it's pretty much level now. And gotta say, I really like this bumper. I think the kid if we can't keep the truck running good and we have to work on it and work on it and work on it, kind of rather the kid keep that bumper on, because it makes a really good platform. So anyway, I'm gonna go get off. I'm gonna go clean and bolt that front end all back together, and then probably call it a day. I was gonna call it a day earlier, but I'm already done did filthy. That's what happens when you work on Merc and stuff. Not true, because the Audi was a pain. But alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I do got bolts and stuff all separated, knowing where they go. And it's not too many tools for these trucks. You don't need too many tools. I think a 10, 11, 13, 15. And that's pretty much it. So, which is why I like them. Keep it simple, stupids. Kiss. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Later.